Hi, and welcome to HHS4U Online Learning. My name is Jen Travers, and I am your instructor for the entire semester as we go through virtual learning together. I am a teacher at PECI in the county, and I have been teaching for a number of years. This is my fourth year in online learning, and my teaching takes me to English and social sciences, as well as a number of coaching opportunities. This has been an incredible opportunity in which to push beyond the classroom to see in different ways that I can incorporate the understandings of the course into a different atmosphere, and it's been an amazing opportunity. So I'm glad you're joining us, and I can't wait to get to know you. What I thought I would do is just an introductory video to introduce myself and to show you around the course, because even though I've been doing this for 4 years, everything's changed. The format has changed so that more mobile access can be more efficient. And the other part is that I developed the very first course by myself, all the assignments, etc. And this one is developed, and I want to try and use it and incorporate a bit of myself into it. So I know that how it operates, but a lot of the assignments and a lot of the things will be changing as I work through the course content. So I wanted to show you a bit about the online learning forum, because it is new to me as well in terms of what it looks like. So I have just logged in, and I'm going to click on the course. Now I'm going to show you actually what my old course used to look like. So it was just a little bit different in terms of finding where the icons were. This was my news feed, and a lot of the things would have been up top. And you're going to see in the new content that it's pretty much the same. It just looks a lot different. So if you're used to something that looks like this, this is what the new format looks like. And you're going to discover this through your orientation course, that even if you have already done an online learning course, that the orientation course is a necessity in order to go through to ensure understanding. So this is what the new format looks like on the course homepage. Here, of course, will be the video that you're watching right now, that I will have posted it here. And here is, mine will look a little bit different than yours. I'll be updating the calendar, but your orientation course starts here. So you will see that it's the same toolbar up top, just that it has icons, mostly so that it's easier to understand. And I just wanted to take you through a number of things that I wanted to show you. First of all, if you've never done online learning, and even if you had, this is a good refresher. My expectations are, as a student, when you come to this course, that you're logging in at least once a week. I know you don't need to go on the content every single day in order to know what you're doing, but you should be at least logging in once a week, checking in with me, checking the news feed, and of course I can check all of those things. So I can see whether or not you're logging in, or I can even see what you're doing while you're logging in. So it's really important that you're engaging with what's going on in the online learning forum. This video will have been posted to the newsfeed, so be sure to check the newsfeed, because I do instructional videos as well as tutorials or frequently asked questions. When students are having trouble with one thing repeatedly, then sometimes I'll post a video, whatever it may be. So sometimes the newsfeed can have videos or lessons or assignment reminders that we have something coming up. So be sure to check the newsfeed on that main content page, which will be right here. And the last thing is, a number of you, which I'm totally jealous, let me know that you are in fact on overseas. You're somewhere tropical and it's sunny, whereas I was plowing my lane and my hair's soaking wet because of all the amazing snow that we got in the past 2 days. If you are going to miss time, such as many students already did, let me know. Just send me an email. Whether it's in the program or outside, and you can find that information in online learning. Please let me know if you're missing any time and why you'll be away. That way we can make accommodations, especially if you're going to miss assignment dates or discussion dates, whatever it may be, just so that we can keep you caught up in what's going on in the course. So there was a number of things that I wanted to make sure that I went through just to show you. Now you'll see, once you see the content page, that it may look a little bit different. And if you're taking multiple online learning courses, it may not always look like this to you. Different, it may look like this, but how this is set up can differ from teacher to teacher. So that's important to pay attention to. So how it's different from last year is that I had about 3 or 4 pages that you would have to click through for every activity. So every unit has activities. So this is Unit 1, your Introduction to Social Sciences, and you will see that there are 6 activities here listed, and you will have assignments in every single one of those activities. And in the old framework, what you had to do was you had to click through what the expectations were, there was content pages, and then you had to click to find the assignment. So I'm going to just show you some basic things about what it looks like today and some key features. So it's all in one page. So that's one of the key differences. And I find there's so much white space here. I find that I like to click this button right up here so that it's just like YouTube. I want to see it in full screen so that I can see everything that's going on. So here's the second thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of what's different from this year to last year, and you'll see it right now. You used to have to click from content to assignment, whatever it may be, and it's all in one. So you will find Mine's on Action Consolidation is your content, your information, as well as discussions, and consolidation is your assignments, and they're all in one page. So while I'm looking at this, so all in one page, there's your Mine's on, and that's some of your information. You will find that there are discussion buttons, so get to know these icons in terms of what they mean and what they're asking you to do, and you can either join here, or you can always go to discussions if you know there's a discussion coming up and click on that button. And then there's the discussion right there from activity 1. So I'm going to go back to content. I could hit the back button, but I'm going to hit content and go back here. So there's that button coming back here. Okay, so when you first click on an activity, you will actually have pop-ups, and they are just telling you the expectations of this particular assignment. So every time you do that, you'll click on a new one. I can probably show you here. Hold on. Actually, you know what? I've gone through all of them, so it won't even matter. So there'll be a pop-up, and you can just click through those, and it's telling you expectations and everything else you need to know. So I'm going to go back to my big screen. So Mine's on is getting you into what the activity is about. There's a discussion there. Action is some more information, and you're going to do something with that information, whether it's a quiz or even further down, there'll be supplementary reading or an action of something that you need to do. And last but not least, and sometimes within here, there's assignments that you need to pay attention to as well. It's not just in consolidation, but this is where you'll have, this means there's something that needs to be handed in. So stemming from the Mine's on activity, now you've got to do something with it and hand it in, and there's the Dropbox. The other place that you can find that is here. If you have been working on the assignment, you don't want to go back through and find it, there's the Dropbox for activity 1. So that's just some of the ways that it's different. It's all in one page so that you're not clicking multiple buttons. It's easier on bandwidth, and it's easier on everything else, and trying to find what you're looking for, it's all right there. Okay, so there's some differences from last year, whereas I had multiple pages you had to click on where you can find things, just where it looks like. So one of the key things that I wanted to show you was the difference between course home and content. So course home is where you find all of the important information, and you click through in order to get to your content if you want to engage with something. But you don't have to go through content if you want to hand in an assignment. One other bar up here that I wanted to point to that I'll get to later as well is your grades. And I just wanted to give you a heads up that because it's a new course, I'm going to be working through the grades a little bit slower. You will always have access to your grades, but it may be changing throughout. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. So Dropbox is in discussion. It's important to pay attention to know where those are and pay attention to the calendar to see when those things are due and when you need to participate in them. Dropboxes will have due dates and cutoff dates. If you try and hand in something after the cutoff date, you won't be able to because the computer shuts it down and either marks it late or marks it as not being able to be handed in. The other thing is discussions are somewhat the same in that they close and that once their time has passed, that you won't be able to post anymore, but that you don't need to go through the activities to find those. If you're wondering what's due or what it may be, there's Dropbox and discussions, and you can just go through there to find activities and deadlines so that you know what it is, the assessment pieces that you need to know before you hand them in. All right, so I just wanted to go through a few things just to show you how it's changed, what it may look like, if I can help in any way, so you can see me, just so that you're not thinking that I'm just some random person, that I actually exist and I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, it doesn't matter what the question is, doesn't matter if it's I don't know what I'm doing, I am happy to work through those. And I more often than not make videos so that I can show you what to do, not just give you a list of instructions. So please stay in contact, let me know what's going on. And as you're working through the orientation in that first week, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If you want to get into the content and start seeing what's going on, you won't have any deadlines in that first week, but you will may be able to get a jump on some of the assignments so that you don't fall behind, or get yourself orientated so that you know exactly how to use this program. So it was nice to meet you, and I hope to hear from you soon.